Hallo zusammen, herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Webinar von uns, zu einem Visit USA Webinar. Wie ihr sehen könnt, wir haben heute ein Arizona Special vor uns, der Teil 1 des Arizona Specials. Und ich werde jetzt einmal ganz kurz für die Begrüßung auf Englisch switchen auch, weil Andrew from Sedona mit dabei ist, der aus den USA sich eingeloggt hat. So I will just switch to English for a second, just to welcome all of our partners for the Sedona Special Part 1. So we will have Andrew with us from the city of Sedona. Hi, Andrew, or Sedona Tourism. And then we have Angie and Christiane from NAAR Reisen, which will hold their presentations in German. Hi there. And then Meg from Discover Flagstaff will log in. She has some issues at the moment, but we have a plan B set up already. Wir fangen an mit NAAR Reisen. We're going to get started with NAAR Reisen, die für euch im Reisebüro ein ganz, ganz tolles Produkt haben, ganz, ganz tolles Tool. Aber das kann natürlich niemand besser erklären als die beiden Damen von NAAR selbst. Das sind Angie und Christiane. Und damit würde ich direkt mal das Wort an euch übergeben.
Ja, hallo zusammen und herzlich willkommen im Namen von NAAR Reisen. Mein Name ist Christiane Roth und ich bin im Sales für das Sales verantwortlich und ich darf übergeben an.
Genau, hallo, mein Name ist Angela Gaza und ich bin bei NAAR Reisen für das Produkt Nordamerika zuständig und erstelle dort auch die Reisen für euch und berate bei den Reservierungen, genau.
Und bei allen Fragen rund ums Produkt, ne, genau. Da kommen wir gleich zu. Wir haben ein bisschen was mitgebracht. Wir sind ja ganz neu am Markt. Und ja, und seit 1995 steht NAAR Bespoke Travel auf echte Maßarbeit. Frederik NAAR hat mehrere Dependancen, geboren in Mailand. Und neben kleineren wie Neapel, Rom in Italien gibt es auch in Paris, in Brüssel, Zürich und in Frankfurt weitere Dependancen. Wir sind eben in Deutschland ansässig und Frederik NAAR ist der Inhaber des Familienunternehmens und liebt auch die Leidenschaft der Maßarbeit. Und ja, und bei uns gibt es keine Produkte von der Stange. Du bekommst ein individuelles Produkt, das du deinem Kunden mit einem guten Gefühl einfach aufarbeiten und anbieten kannst, weil es genauso gut passt wie ein Maßanzug. Das ist so die Philosophie und der Frederik NAAR lebt auch seine Passion und die Leidenschaft des individuellen Reisens und des Maßanzuges sehr. Und für uns bedeutet eben auch, jede Reise ist eben wie ein Unikat zu betrachten. Ja, was haben wir für Vorteile? Wir sind ganz neu. Wer noch kein Login hat bei uns, der kann sich auch ganz einfach bei mir melden. Ihr bekommt alle Daten natürlich im Nachgang nochmal von Christian und dann kann ich euch den Login zuschicken, beziehungsweise ihr könnt mich gerne kontaktieren. Unser Vorteil ist einfach, dass wir ausschließlich B2B arbeiten. Das heißt, wir haben den 100%igen Fokus auf die Reiseagenturen. Das heißt, wir werden mit keinen Adressdaten in Werbung gehen oder an euch vorbeiarbeiten, sondern ihr seid unser Ansprechpartner und das ist uns ganz wichtig. Selbstverständlich.
Christiane, darf ich einmal ganz kurz dazwischen gehen? Irgendwie scheint dein Bild gerade nicht sichtbar zu sein. Ich dachte, das wäre nur bei mir. Kannst du einmal die Kamera oben in der Leiste einmal ausschalten und dann wieder anschalten? Dann müssen wir es eigentlich wieder sehen können.
Warte. Geht besser?
Da bist du. Alles klar. Okay. Ja, passt. Super, danke dir.
Genau. Hauptsache, der Sound funktioniert. Ne?
Ja, das war kein Problem.
Super. Und wir sind natürlich in der deutschen Pauschalreiseabsicherung. Das heißt, für den Kunden ist natürlich, wenn irgendwelche Widrigkeiten passieren, die Pauschalreiseabsicherung bei uns inklusive. Wir geben die volle Provision auf alle Leistungen und auch Stornierungen. Was bedeutet das von der Provision? Wir arbeiten nicht mit hohen Mindestumsätzen, sondern wir arbeiten ganz einfach fair mit den Agenturen zusammen. Das heißt, wir zahlen 11% Provision und da kann man ein bisschen justieren und steuern, ganz individuell. Das heißt, man kann bis zu 5% Zusatzprovision nochmal justieren. Außerdem, was wir bieten, sind individualisierbare Expertenvorschläge, wie beispielsweise auch die Kreativität meiner lieben Kollegin Angie, die da auch schon ganz aktiv war. Und da haben wir kombinierbar mit Zusatzleistungen. Das ist auch ganz schön. Und vor allen Dingen, wenn man wirklich mal Insider-Tipps braucht, bitte einfach kontaktieren. Wir sind deutschsprachig. Das ist uns ganz wichtig. Die Schnittstellen zu den Mid-Office-Systemen Midoko steht oder auch BOSIS, da arbeiten wir zusammen und wir arbeiten auch mit der Paxloge. Dann haben wir weiter Sales Support und Partneraktivitäten, was so viel heißt, wir planen natürlich Inforeisen und haben auch so Aktivitäten mit den Partnern zusammen oder auch mal einen Kundenabend, je nachdem, was ihr da benötigt und wie wir euch am besten unterstützen können. Dann haben wir natürlich eine langjährige Expertise und da gebe ich mal an die Angie, die kann da auch noch ein bisschen was zu sagen, weil die ist auch schon ganz lange dabei und die Angie und ich, wir kennen uns noch von ganz früher.
Ja, genau. Wir kennen uns noch von Zeiten, als wir beide in Frankfurt bei der Tour gearbeitet haben. Das ist
ja,
schon ein paar
genau.
Tage her, aber daher kennen wir uns. Genau. Damals habe ich auch schon im Produktmanagement Nordamerika gearbeitet und jetzt eben bei NAAR Reisen. Und wir haben auch weitere viele Mitarbeiter, einige Mitarbeiter mit langjähriger Erfahrung, vielen Destinationskenntnissen. Auch innerhalb unserer Gruppe mit den anderen Ländern tauschen wir uns aus, sodass da die Expertise noch tiefer ist dadurch. Also da funktioniert die Zusammenarbeit wirklich sehr gut und da freuen wir uns auch immer drüber. Nichtsdestotrotz, wir haben natürlich oder ihr habt die persönlichen deutschsprachigen Ansprechpartner hier. Das ist auch die Christiane und natürlich ich, wenn es um Nordamerika geht. Und unsere Kernkompetenzen, also die Hauptzielgebiete sind natürlich Nordamerika, dazu aber auch Australien, Neuseeland und den Pazifikraum, die Karibik, Asien und den Orient, die wir anbieten aktuell. Wir arbeiten aber auch daran, immer die Destination auszuweiten und einfach mal sonst nachfragen, wenn ihr andere Destinationen Wünsche habt. Genau. Weiters bieten wir den Gästen, wenn man bei uns gebucht hat, einen Notfallservice, der ist rund um die Uhr verfügbar. So sind die Kunden bestens abgesichert, wenn vor Ort etwas sein sollte. Im Stornofall, ist ganz wichtig zu wissen, berechnen wir nur die tatsächlichen Kosten, die anfallen, sodass es keine Überraschung gibt. Außerdem haben wir personalisierte und auch umfangreiche Unterlagen. Also die Reiseunterlagen erstellen wir selbst. Die werden dann in Italien gedruckt und verschickt. Aber es gibt auch digitale Unterlagen. Da kann man auswählen. Und umsatzabhängig gibt es dann hochwertiges Reisegepäck mit dazu. Genau. Beispiele seht ihr hier auf dem Bild auf unserer Slide. Das kann man also je nach Umsatz eben einen Rucksack oder auch einen kleinen Koffer geben.
Genau. Zu den Reiseunterlagen darf ich noch kurz ergänzen, das ist wirklich sehr schön aufgearbeitet. Also erstmal der Flugplan, also alles wirklich schön chronologisch nacheinander. Also nicht das, weil eben einer der Tour gehört hat, nicht diese alten Ringbücher, die wir da früher mal hatten. Das gibt's nicht, sondern das ist ein schönes Booklet, was wir da anbieten und auch mit freien Möglichkeiten nochmal, dass der Kunde auch was reinschreiben kann und alle, die es natürlich digital wollen, wie Angie schon gesagt hat, der kann es natürlich auch digital bei uns bekommen.
Aber grundsätzlich sind die gedruckten Unterlagen immer mit dabei oder kostet das einen Aufpreis? Oder wie?
Aktuell haben wir das als Offer kostenlos. Das geht bis, soweit ich jetzt weiß, Ende des Jahres, dieser kostenlose Offer und dann kann man es individuell dazu buchen mit einem Aufpreis.
Super, danke.
Reservierungssystem, Angie?
Genau, also wir haben ein ganz innovatives Reservierungssystem, das eben von uns, und nicht von uns, aber von den Kollegen in Italien in-house entwickelt wurde. Und es ist wirklich sehr einfach zu bedienen. Wichtig ist, dass wir tagesaktuelle Preise haben. Bei vielen verschiedenen Anbietern, also gerade was Hotels angeht, aber auch Mietwagen. bekommen wir eben täglich, haben wir eben die neuesten Verfügbarkeiten durch die Schnittstellen, die wir haben, natürlich auch. Wir können durch dieses Reservierungssystem auch viele verschiedene Kombinationen anbieten, verschiedene Länder miteinander kombinieren. Da machen wir ganz tolle Kombinationen. Genau. Und können auch Gabelflüge machen oder anreisen in verschiedenen Orten. Wir haben unterschiedliche Zimmerbelegungen, die möglich sind. Also auch in einem Hotel zum Beispiel ein Doppelbett, in dem nächsten Hotel auch 2 verschiedene Zimmer, wenn das gewünscht ist. Also da sind alle Möglichkeiten offen, die verschiedensten Kombinationen. Wie gesagt, eben eine maßgeschneiderte Reise, die wir dann für den Kunden erstellen. Jede Reise ist individuell. Wir haben eine IATA-Anbindung und wie ich schon erwähnt hatte, mit den tagesaktuellen Preisen eben Schnittstellen zu über 60 verschiedenen Partnern. Genau. Und der Einstieg ist relativ einfach, aber das zeigen wir euch dann später. Das macht die Christiane gleich.
Genau, die Kernkompetenz Nordamerika mit Hawaii und natürlich auch den Bahamas. Da kennt sich Angie besonders gut aus. Genau. Ich weiß nicht, wie viele Dienstreisen du schon dorthin gemacht hast und wie lange du schon warst, aber ich glaube, das sind schon mehr als 2 Hände. Und
es waren schon ein paar.
und du warst ja auch erst dieses Jahr noch mit Frederik NAAR auch dort unterwegs.
Genau, wir waren im Yellowstone.
Ja.
Dieses Jahr.
Schön.
Genau.
Genau, und hier ist unsere Oberfläche. Und zwar haben wir den Einstieg hier mit NAAR Bespoke Travel. Das ist die Startseite, wie ihr lesen könnt. Und auf der linken Seite haben wir verschiedene Rubriken von verfügbaren Reisezielen bis über die Buchungsanleitung, allgemeine Informationen bis zum Sicherungsschein für euch hinterlegt. Und dann gibt es verschiedene Kacheln. Einmal eine individuelle, wo ihr selber auch buchen könnt. Dann werden hier Ihre Reise, alle Anfragen gespeichert. Und hier, das ist eigentlich das Wichtigste für euch. Das ist auch das, wie wir aktuell am meisten kommunizieren, da es natürlich so ist, dass ihr gar nicht mit dem Reservierungssystem in Berührung kommt, sondern eure Angebotsanfrage uns einfach via Formular zusendet. Das heißt, das Ganze sieht nämlich so aus. Ihr kommt hier in das Formular für das Angebotsanfrage. Hier wird dann eure Agentur stehen. Falls ihr keine habt, wie gesagt, ihr könnt einfach an mich eine E-Mail schicken und mit mir in Kontakt treten. Dann richte ich das ein und dann steht euer Name dort und was ich eben auch ganz schön finde, dass ihr hier natürlich auch eine gewisse Flexibilität habt und hier vor allen Dingen ein Fenster, wo ihr einen Freitext habt und dort auch eine sehr ausführliche Beschreibung der Ansprüche der Kunden zusammenfassen könnt. Und was immer ganz schön ist, wenn ihr auch da den pro Person oder vor allen Dingen den Gesamtreisepreis oder das Reisebudget nochmal schreibt, weil das könnt ihr hier mitunter auch angeben. Das finde ich immer ein bisschen zu, ja, wie soll ich sagen, also es geht bis 5 und da passen mir die Sprünge nicht so ganz. Und da vor allen Dingen, wenn ihr da auch immer gleich abfragt, wenn jetzt über Weihnachten und Silvester habe ich eine Anfrage bekommen, da wollten noch die Kunden für 5.000 pro Person nach Tansania. Da kann man gleich sagen, also das können wir nicht realisieren. Und da muss man immer so ein bisschen mit dem Kunden auch ehrlich in den Ring gehen und sagen, Mensch, das können wir nicht erstellen. Was ganz schön ist, hier oben ist wo die kleine Klingel ist, ein Freifeld, da könnt ihr den Termin, der ansteht, mit dem Kunden eintragen, sodass wir auch in der Reservierung sofort wissen, wie schnell ihr das Angebot benötigt. Und was ich eben auch ganz schön finde, hier ist auch nochmal ein Button für die Flitterwochen. Also wenn es besondere Reisen wird, eine besondere Reise sein soll, dann könnt ihr das gleich mit angeben. Und hier seht ihr auch schon die Zimmer. Das könnt ihr alles dort einteilen und eben bitte auch, wir brauchen unbedingt, weil es eben wir auch eine Jatta-Agentur haben und das auch im Jatta-Bereich alles eingebucht wird und überprüft wird. Da brauchen wir unbedingt die richtigen Kundennamen. Und dann, das ist hier leider abgeschnitten, kommt hier unten ein Button Senden und dann landet das Ganze schon bei uns im Postkorb und wird bearbeitet, ohne dass was groß gemacht werden muss. Eine schöne Rubrik ist die empfohlene Reiseroute. Die will ich euch nicht vorenthalten, weil die haben wir natürlich jetzt. Die Angie war so lieb und hatte auch ein Best of Arizona vorbereitet für euch. Hier oben gibt es einen kleinen Suchfilter, wo man immer ganz viele Vorschläge auch einfach mal sich herausfischen kann oder sich anschauen kann. Und hier haben wir die Best of Arizona und rechts gibt es dann eben auch eine Beschreibung dazu, wo man sich natürlich dann entsprechend nochmal vorab informieren kann und mit dem Kunden dann grob mal die Reise bespricht. Wenn man die Reise kreiert und ihr das live seht, dann habt ihr eine ganz schöne grafische Oberfläche, wo hier oben die einzelnen Rubriken sind, also die Reiseroute, Preisangebot, Flug, Mietwagen, Hotel, Ausflüge und Transfere. Und hier habt ihr halt eben die Rubriken, wo ihr die einzelnen Bestandteile so anpassen könnt, wie der Kunde das eben braucht. Außerdem hat man hier schön die Möglichkeit zu zoomen, das groß und klein zu machen. Wie sieht die Rundreise aus? Das zeige ich euch hier. Da kann man das größer machen und da haben wir jetzt so einen Teil vorbereitet. Und hier, wo die Xe sind, da kann man eben die einzelnen Rubriken bearbeiten. Dazu gibt es aber auch noch viel, viel mehr Seminare, auch gerne mit mir und meinen Kolleginnen. Und da freuen wir uns natürlich auf euch, wenn wir euch das zeigen dürfen.
Sehr schön. Wir gehen jetzt mal mit auf einen Teil dieser Rundreise. Wir werden gleich nochmal von euch beiden was hören. Jetzt wechseln wir aber nochmal erstmal auf Englisch. All right, Andrew. So now we're going to get started with our road trip through Arizona, or part of it. And first we're going to visit the beautiful city of Sedona. And I bet you would like to tell us what beautiful things are waiting for us in Sedona.
Yep. Thanks, Christian. Guten Tag. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. My name is Andrew, tourism manager with the city of Sedona. Super excited to be here to present to you about not only Sedona, but also to have Meg up in Flagstaff, my neighbor, also share with you how wonderful northern Arizona is. So just to kind of kick things off, I like to always start with a quick story about how we like to talk about Sedona, where if I was to ask you to close your eyes and think of a desert in the American Southwest, you wouldn't think about a location that has bright red rocks, lush green trees, and a creek running through it. So because of that, we always think of ourselves as a different kind of desert here in Sedona. And because of that, we encourage visitors to let go of their preconceived notions of vacation and allow the unexpected elements of Sedona to surprise and delight them while they are here. Although we are by definition a high desert community, our lush green landscape, flowing Oak Creek waters, and stunning red rock formations are unexpected to visitors. And we love to always kind of challenge folks that come. So by saying, by letting Sedona redefine your expectations of a vacation, of a holiday, we also invite you to redefine yourself at the same time. So quick facts, we are located in what's called Arizona's Verde Valley, and we are one of several communities that are within that area. We are a city of less than 10,000 residents, but we do welcome about 3.4 million visits from about 1.8 million unique visitors a year. And we just recently conducted an annexation of some land. So we are now the whopping size of 47 square kilometers as a city. But we are surrounded on all sides by the Coconino National Forest. So we are basically a jurisdictional island surrounded by federal public lands. Some quick facts. I think you just saw a little bit of where we are located in the itinerary that NAAR shared. We are a 2-hour drive north of Phoenix Airport. We are a 4.5-hour drive kind of southeast from Las Vegas Airport. And then we are, give or take an hour from Flagstaff that you'll hear from in a little bit. And then we are, a very diverse destination that offers world-class experiences and activities. I mentioned we're surrounded on all sides by the Coconino National Forest. That's home to 200 trails that span more than 650 kilometers, all through iconic red rock formations. Just outside of Sedona, and then also within the broader Verde Valley communities that I mentioned, we've got a collection of heritage sites, cliff dwellings, areas with pictographs that provide insights into our location's past. Like a lot of Arizona, specifically Northern Arizona, we were designated an International Dark Sky Community in 2014. Another unexpected element of us is that we've got 25 to 30 wineries, all within an hour of Sedona, a high desert community, and wine that I would definitely say is very good as well. We are also known because of our transformational aspects, our wellness aspects. We've got 50 plus practitioners that can offer a diverse type of wellness modalities, which I'll talk about later. We've also got public transportation, most notably a trailhead shuttle that'll take you to many of our 200 trails. And then, even though we are a town of 10,000, we've got more than 100 plus restaurants and 3 distinct business districts. So if you could run that video real quick for me, Christian.
Yep, sure.
There's something peaceful about mornings in Sedona. The way the land greets the first light. It meets the day unhurried. Even motion out here is mindful. Time flows gently. We move with it. Each moment, a chance to savor what's most important. And the stillness isn't empty. It's where you feel most alive. Plan your trip at scenicsedona.com.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why it stopped so out of a sudden. Let's give it another go. So let's try again. And if it doesn't work, we're going to move on with the presentation. So one more time. Sorry about that.
There's something peaceful about mornings in Sedona. The way the land greets the first light. It meets the day unhurried. Even motion out here is mindful. Time flows gently. We move with it. Each moment, a chance to savor what's most important. And the stillness isn't empty. It's where you feel most alive. Plan your trip at scenicsedona.com.
Okay, glad we could make that work. Sorry about that.
Perfect. No, all good. Thank you. Awesome. So I'm just going to quickly kind of describe deeper a lot of what I already mentioned about our signature experiences. So let's jump into hiking real quick. Again, we've got more than 200 trails with more than 650 kilometers. Because we have such a wealth of trails, we truly have options for all ability levels, whether it be wheelchair accessible all the way to 1 kilometer up 2,500 feet. So they're all there for you. Definitely, unparalleled sunrise and sunset viewpoints. I always encourage folks that are planning itineraries to Sedona to put in when the sunset is, and specifically make sure that you have a nice viewpoint of watching the sun come over the red rocks at sunset. And then we do have a lot of guided hikes available through multiple tour operators, whether that be, again, your kind of interpretive hikes, so more of kind of a cultural history hike. We have folks that do philosophy tours on our public lands, and we also just have that kind of traditional adventure hiking option. One thing to note, if you are selling tours to Sedona, on scenicsedona.com, we do have a hiking page where our team has curated a series of hiking routes, whether that be signature routes or solitude routes, through all trails, which is just a great resource to make sure that your guests are moving through our public land safely and with enough information to make it back. I also mentioned our trailhead routes. So the city of Sedona, my organization, manages a trailhead shuttle program, which offers free shuttles from 3 different park and rides to 5 different signature trails. The service runs Thursday through Sunday throughout the year, with additional service during holidays and busy season. Busy season for us is the spring. And even though we started in 2022, we've now served over 1 million riders on our shuttle service to the trailhead since as of March 2025.
Nice. That's an awesome service.
Yeah, it's very cool. So this is just a quick kind of schematic. Let's see if I can get this drawing thing. Yeah, so if you look kind of here and here, these are the park and rides that we have that'll take you to different trailheads. What's really nice is that you can kind of see that one of them drops you off at the Mescal Trail on the right side, where now you've got access to a collection of different trails in that area. And if you want to get really fancy, you can kind of come back down on this side, and that'll walk you right back into town. So all of our trails are connected, which is very, very awesome. And as long as you get on one of them, you can get to anything.
Nice.
We're also a premier mountain biking destination with, again, trails for all skill levels. If you're looking for a double black, we have several of those. I just hiked on one of them and could not imagine how somebody could mountain bike on them on Saturday. But if you are one of those enthusiast mountain bikers, we've got it for you. And then, like anything with Sedona, we've got rental options, transportation options, and guided rides that are available. We also have guided tours. We're really, really well known for our Jeep tours. I know when I talked to NAAR that they've got Jeep tour in their activity inventory for Sedona. So know that that is definitely a signature experience for us. Get you up and close and personal with the rocks without having to walk or bike to them. For those kind of like older groups, older folks, we do have trolley tours available that are on paved roads that are very similar to the Jeep tour, but again, much less impactful on the body. And then we have air tours available via plane, helicopter, and hot air balloons. I mentioned we did become the 8th International Dark Sky Community in 2014. Many of our hotels now offer stargazing in their weekly calendars. And then we also have tour operators that can do nightly tours. I know that, again, I saw that Sedona Stargazing Tours was in the inventory for NAAR. So that is something that you could add into your Sedona itineraries. Regardless of whether or not you are at a hotel with stargazing or do a tour, we definitely encourage our folks when they come stay with us to just build in nighttime reflection of being able to look up and see the Milky Way while they're here. Yeah. I kind of touched on the transformational aspects of Sedona. If you are well known to us or kind of know us well, you'll know that we're known for our vortexes. So I'm going to quickly describe the vortex effect. I've been talking to several gurus here in Sedona recently to make sure I can share this the right way. But we essentially have a series of sites on our public lands that can serve as catalysts for accessing meditative and mindful states. We call that the vortex effect. You don't need Sedona to access these states of mind, but we are a great place to access them. 4 different sites are Cathedral Rock, Airport Mesa, Bell Rock, and Boynton Canyon. But it's really more about what you're doing when you're accessing these sites and when you're in Sedona looking at things through a wellness angle. There is the Sedona Metaphysical and Spiritual Association. We call it SIMSA. Again, this is where you'll be able to learn more about 50 plus wellness practitioners that can help with indoor-outdoor yoga, meditation, breath work, sounds baths, Reiki, chakra balancing, psychic readings. So definitely a fun thing to include. We are one of 2 areas in the country of the United States where you can have this type of experience on federal public lands. And SIMSA are the folks that can offer that to you. So we do a lot of kind of sunrise yoga or yoga on the rocks, which is a very, very cool experience.
Nice.
Arts and culture. We do have a vibrant creative community. We're a very beautiful place. So a lot of people that like to create beautiful art like to come to us. We do have 3 distinct business districts. Tlaquepaque Arts and Shopping Village is probably our most well-known. There's also Uptown Sedona, which has kind of the most concentration of businesses. And then Hillside Sedona is a 3rd one. What's nice is we're seeing studios start to open where you can either come and watch art be made. There's galleries in Tlaquepaque where you can watch them make bronze statues. And then we also now have studios where you can take a ceramics class, take a glass blowing class, or even do watercoloring. We also have our heritage sites. The 2 that are the closest to Sedona are Pulaski and Hananki. And then within the broader Verde Valley, we've got the Montezuma Castle National Monument and the Tuzigut National Monument. Our history here goes back to 1200 AD. And you're able to kind of see some, again, historic cliff dwellings, but more importantly, these areas where it's like an outdoor art gallery of native tribal art. Within these sites, you've got cultural interpretation, guided visits, and educational programs. We are home to 100 plus restaurants, from casual cafes to chef-driven dining. There's probably 5 or 6 restaurants in Sedona, I would say, are definitely fine dining establishments. Definitely a great thing to add in if there's a special occasion with an itinerary that you have to Sedona. What's nice is many of our restaurants have patios with phenomenal views that, again, if you know when sunset is right now, it's unfortunately around like 5:30. So that's an early dinner. But I think definitely in the summertime, you could have a cocktail on a patio before dinner and kind of include that into a full concept. And then our menus definitely skew more towards that kind of Southwest vibe. There's a lot of elote, which is a corn dish that you see. And then here you've got my favorite Sedona meal, which is chicken mole enchiladas. So I cannot complain about that.
Nice. Sounds good.
And then we've got the Verde Valley American Viticulture area, the AVA that I mentioned. That's the wine region. You've got more than 25 wineries in that area. We really specialize here in Arizona in old world style varietals. My personal favorites are things like Tempranillo, Mourvedre, and Sangiovese. If you just look at it from a Sedona lens, though, we've got 6 wineries located less than 30 minutes away. Winery 1912 is in Uptown. It's probably the easiest one to get to, but then really my perfect Sedona day is waking up and not doing anything because I like to breathe and look at the sun. And then I go for a hike on one of our 200 trails and then maybe have lunch at a winery in the afternoon by the creek. So pretty special that you can do that in a high desert community. Lodging within the city alone, we've got 40 plus hotels with 1,800 rooms, anything from luxury resorts with spas to boutique inns and recognized chains. Last year, 2 of our hotels were designated Michelin Key properties. So Ambiente, a landscape hotel, is now a 2-key property, and El Portal is a 1-key property. One thing that I like about our hotels is that we're seeing many of them start to elevate their experience by offering a weekly calendar of events, which again can include things like morning yoga or stargazing at night. Just in total, though, we've got another 100 plus tour operators. I kind of alluded to them with hiking and biking and stargazing. And then you've got, art classes, wine tours, plane tours, helicopter tours. You kind of name the tour that you're interested in. And I'm sure we have an operator that can assist you.
Sounds like it. Whatever you're interested in, you can make it happen, right?
You can make it happen here pretty much. And then just finally with getting around, just know that Uber and Lyft are not reliable services in Sedona. They do exist, so I'd be remiss to say that they don't exist, but I wouldn't rely on them. And that's really why we now manage at the city a public transportation system, which includes the trailhead routes that I mentioned, but we also have what we call the Sedona Shuttle Connect, which is an on-demand service, and then the Verde Shuttle, which can take you between Sedona and Cottonwood. What you're seeing here is the trailhead routes overlaid with the Sedona Shuttle Connect. So you're seeing those same park and rides that are going out to the trailheads. Those are those blue, red, and sort of orange colors that are here with the green. But this yellow orange service area, you can get picked up and dropped off within this service area for $2 per person per ride whenever the trailhead shuttle is running. So that's Thursday through Sunday, major holidays, and also our busy time in the spring. So just know that this is a very interesting way to get around. You can get picked up from your hotel, dropped off at a park and ride, taken out to a trailhead shuttle, and then walk back to your hotel if you so choose.
For $2, that's insane. Well, we've done a lot of webinars by now. I think this is the first time someone talks about something like this. This is awesome.
Cool. And then again, I like to think about things from car free. I know that a lot of these longer itineraries don't have them, but just know that if you did just plan a trip to Sedona, there's private transportation that can pick you up from Phoenix Airport, drop you off at your hotel. Many of the higher end hotels have courtesy shuttles that operate within the service limits. We have our public transit that I've already alluded to. We've been creating a network of shared use paths that can connect neighborhoods to businesses. We've got multiple last mile transit rental companies, whether that be e-bikes, bikes, scooters. So you could kind of build that into kind of your your portfolio of things that you have. And then I always like to joke that we're not a big city. I mentioned we're 47 square kilometers, and that's if you take all the residential areas too. If you look at where the hotels and the businesses are, we're about 10 kilometers wide and 5 kilometers tall. So walk. It's another way that I like to put it. So that's my presentation. Just want to let you know that my team here at the City of Sedona is available to assist you with destination insights, itinerary planning, and connections with our multitude of local businesses. We do have a landing page on Scenic Sedona that has resources for travel agents, whether that be media library, information about our shuttle, our hiking maps, and also our official travel planner, aka visitor guide, which you are welcome to download a copy of as well. So with that, I think that's it for me. There's my contact info, and I hand it back to you, Christian.
Yeah, thank you very much, Andrew. Awesome presentation. Sedona, whatever you want to do, if it's the outdoors, if it's relaxation, if it's meditation, you can all find it there. So thank you very much. Maybe there's a question coming up now. Let me see. Okay, so with regards to the shuttle, there's a question coming up. So there's no shuttle service from Monday until Wednesday, right? So it's only Thursday to Sunday?
It does change throughout the year, but I think in general, our shuttle service is only live Thursday through Sunday. When the shuttle service is running, we actually close the trailheads that the trailhead shuttle goes to. So your only way to get there is that. Major holidays and then spring break, so so the months of February and March, it runs every day of the week. So it's definitely more of a weekend service, but we always encourage folks to look at sedonashuttle.com, which will give you the full details on the schedule.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So if there are any other questions coming up, we will get back to you later on. And also, if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask them in German as well. I will be happy to translate them if that's an issue. But for now, the contact details here. Well, you will get everyone's contact details after the webinar in any case. But if you want to just copy that for a second, of course, please feel free to do so now. So Andrew is going to be your contact for all the tourism-related requests that you may have. And as Andrew told you, you will get an email from him after the webinar anyways with his follow-up. So this is his contact details. So we will continue with taking a look at what NAAR has to offer in Sedona. So Angie und Christiane, weiter geht's mit euch.
Genau, insbesondere Angie, weil das ist ihre Kreativität, die sie hier in Sedona ausgelebt hat.
Okay.
Ja, genau. Also hier auf dieser Seite, da sieht man, wenn wir zur Hotelauswahl kommen, und zwar nachdem die Reiseroute zusammengestellt ist, könnt ihr ganz einfach hier über die Rubriken oben zu den Hotels gehen und da dann jeweils die Stadt auswählen. Das ist wirklich super intuitiv. Schwieriges Wort. Genau, und dann kommen wir zur Hotelauswahl. Da erscheint dann alles, was auf unserer Seite geladen ist, mit den Preisen, mit den aktuellen. Hier auf der linken Seite ist ganz schön, da kann man auch noch filtern nach verschiedenen auch Hotelnamen, aber auch Einrichtungen von Hotels oder von Zimmern, je nachdem, was dem Kunden eben wichtig ist, kann man das schon voreinstellen. Und dann bekommt man die Hotels, die verfügbar sind zu dem Zeitpunkt, mit dem aktuellen Preis und auch den verschiedenen Zimmerkategorien. Das Ganze kann man sich dann auch auf einer Karte darstellen lassen, nach Preis oder nach Beliebtheit sortieren. Also da gibt es ganz viele verschiedene Möglichkeiten. Genau, danke Christian. Hier sieht man, da werden es dann auch noch mehr, da kann man auch noch mehr Zimmerkategorien anzeigen lassen. Genau. Und 4 Hotels habe ich einfach mal ausgewählt, um sie euch kurz vorzustellen, was wir so im Programm haben. Einmal das Hilton Vacation Club, das ist bis 10 Minuten vom Zentrum entfernt gelegen. Es gibt Studios und Suiten, immer mit einer kleinen Küche dabei. Die Sky Ranch Lodge, das ist auch ein ganz schönes Hotel, liegt ein bisschen oberhalb der Region Airport. Ganz viele tolle Wanderwege in der Nähe, wirklich schöne Zimmer. Es gibt auch Cottages mit Küchen, die dabei sind. Das Aiden bei Best Western ist ein relativ neues Hotel, beziehungsweise es ist renoviert. Auch Pool, Fitnessraum dabei. Und hier gibt es morgens ein inkludiertes kontinentales Frühstück. Und dann als letztes Hotel, das L'Auberge de Sedona. Das ist ein Teil der Small Luxury Hotels und auch ganz toll und ruhig gelegen. Ganz viele Einrichtungen, Außenpool, Fitnessstudio, Yoga-Studio und so weiter dabei. Also das ist wirklich schön und sehr empfehlenswert. Aber es gibt eben eine Menge, wie Andrew auch schon sagte, eine Menge Hotels in Sedona und das ist wirklich nur eine ganz kleine Auswahl aus unserem Programm. Und als letztes noch in Sedona habe ich euch noch ein paar Attraktionen ausgewählt. Auch die hat Andrew zum Teil schon erwähnt. Einmal die Stargazing-Tour, die wir mit ins Programm einbauen können. Die ist am Abend und wirklich spektakulär, hier in Sedona die Sterne anzusehen am Abend mit einem Guide, mit einem Teleskop. Also das ist da wirklich richtig toll möglich. Die Pink Jeep Tours, ja, die Pink Jeep Tours sind auch super beliebt. Ich persönlich finde die Scenic Rim Tour am besten. Die ist nicht die längste Tour, aber das ist die die adrenalingeladenste Tour. Da geht's richtig Offroad mit dem Jeep. Das macht richtig Spaß. Also wenn man so ein bisschen den Adrenalinkick sucht, dann ist das genau das Richtige.
Cool.
Genau.
Perfekt. Danke euch. Wir hören euch gleich nochmal wieder nach Flagstaff. But now we're gonna proceed with Meg. Meg, are you there? Yeah, you are.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
All good to go.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Arizona. And my name is Meg Roederer. I am the Discover Flagstaff Global Sales Manager. Our destination's a bit different from Andrew's, our neighbor right to the south. Red Rocks of Sedona, and then you go to the mountaintops of Flagstaff. We are as elevated as it gets. We are a little different from the rest of the state of Arizona. As you notice, we are mountaintops and pines. And we did cover a little bit of this already.
Should we take a quick look at the raffle? Yeah, that we prepared.
Go ahead and talk about the raffle.
Yeah, perfect. So one person that's in the webinar today or that will watch the recording will have the chance to win 2 nights in Flagstaff plus a welcome gift of Sedona plus a lot of Jeep tours. What you need to do that is you will need to answer 3 questions and send the correct answers to Meg. You can see her email there. To get a chance to win, as I said, 2 nights in a hotel in Flagstaff, a Sedona welcome gift to your room, and 2 tickets to the Lowell Observatory, the Museum of Northern Arizona, and the Arizona Snowball Resort. So 2 fun-filled days in Flagstaff that wait for you. And what you need to do is find the correct answers to the following questions, but do not, I repeat, do not post them in the chat. Take a note and send an email to Meg after the webinar. So this is very important. Otherwise, you will help everyone else to solve this quiz more easy. So we will get back to these questions. What you will need to pay attention for is how many miles of Route 66 go through Flagstaff? What is Meg's recommended place for breakfast? And which of the many events and festivals in Flagstaff is Meg's favorite? So we will talk about these 3 things during her presentation. And if you pay attention and you plan a trip to Arizona anyways, or it's going to be your reason to plan one, you will have the chance to win 2 nights plus all the other items I just listed. All right, here we go.
Well, that's super fun and exciting. Thank you for saying all the raffle information. And so let's get back to the presentation. So as we mentioned earlier, Arizona is a unique destination, and Flagstaff is located in the mountains and pines. We covered a little bit about location already, but just to reiterate, we have about a 2.5-hour drive direct to Flagstaff from the Phoenix location. The Las Vegas area, as Andrew mentioned, is about 3.5, 4-hour drive. Flagstaff is about an hour and 15 minutes to Grand Canyon National Park. We are a 4-season destination. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're unexpected. When you come to the state of Arizona, you tend to think hot, and it has a desert and cacti and beautiful red rock, but we also have a beautiful 4-season destination in Flagstaff. Gorgeous summers that are the perfect temperatures, and then we have beautiful fall colors. You get a little piece of some golden aspens and brightly colored red and crisp colors of the fall, and crisp temperatures. In addition, in winter, we have quite a bit of snow. We get about 100 inches of annual snowfall. We have a beautiful winter wonderland destination. We are Arizona's official winter wonderland. Flagstaff is a little larger than Sedona. We are a population of 75,000. So you have accommodations, amenities, and attractions, a bit more than in other locations because we are a little larger city. And it's a beautiful destination located at 7,000 feet or 2,100 meters. So we always suggest when you come to our 4-season location to dress in layers because the weather does change between as quickly between Sedona and Flagstaff. You may be in shorts and a t-shirt in Sedona, and you want to put on a light jacket for Flagstaff. And the next slide. Here we go. As I mentioned, we are Arizona's winter wonderland. We have the Arizona Snowball Resort that has winter recreation for skiing and snowboarding. Yes, you can ski in the state of Arizona. Arizona Snowball is open in November, opens this month. They do make snow. Mother Nature has already brought some snow to the top of our mountain. Not so much in town. We're still quite the fall colors here in town, but there is a little snow up at the highest point. Our highest point is 12,633 feet, or about 3,800 meters. That is Arizona's highest point, again, at the top of Arizona Snowball on Mount Humphreys. As you see that gorgeous gondola, that gondola does operate pretty much year-round. So if you're not enjoying it in the wintertime for skiing and snowboarding, you can certainly enjoy it in the other seasons for leaf peeping in the fall, or even breathtaking views in the spring and summer. There is a glimpse of the Grand Canyon from the gondola, which is spectacular, and that is there in the distance. So Arizona's official winter wonderland is a great location and for you to enjoy. Next, let's move on to Route 66. Christian, I'll turn it over to you to run this video.
Here we go.
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands high from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Well, she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair.
That was super fun. We have Route 66 that runs right through our downtown Flagstaff, 14.2 miles. Again, Route 66 that runs through Flagstaff has 14.2 miles. And it is a wonderful stretch of Route 66. Arizona has the longest and most intact section of Route 66. And in Flagstaff, you've got that 14.2 miles to really enjoy all the restaurants. And with the Route 66 Centennial, We have plenty of things happening in 2026. We've received some press clippings and press coverage for this Route 66 Centennial. So it's a great destination for that Route 66 experience. As you know, Route 66 does begin in Chicago and runs all the way through the U.S. Down through specific states and ends in Santa Monica, California. If you have limited time, we suggest flying into the state of Arizona, renting a car, and enjoying that stretch of Route 66 plus all of our natural wonders, including Grand Canyon National Park. You can really get a wonderful Route 66 experience between Williams, Flagstaff, Winslow, Kingman, that entire stretch. So again, during 2026, there's going to be so many centennial celebrations and car clubs and festivals and things to enjoy. One of my favorite things is cruising on Route 66. Right there on your screen, you see that image of the Route 66 Centennial badge. And it's a favorite selfie spot, and it's located at our Flagstaff Visitor Center at 1 East Route 66. So it is really quite the destination where you can enjoy the Walk This Talk audio tour, which is free, and it starts at the Visitor Center, and it has 10 stops to do at your leisure, and you just, there's a paper brochure you can pick up inside the visitor center, or you can listen on your phone. So it's a really great experience to enjoy that Walk This Talk tour and delve into Flagstaff's Mother Road history. We do have a special Route 66 Centennial celebration that is specific to Flagstaff. It's on June 6th, 2026. And we're going to close the streets in Flagstaff. We're going to have a big festival downtown, and you're going to enjoy lots of excitement and classic cars and all about the history and excitement of the nostalgia of that Route 66 brings. We have so many neon signs and things to do, from Mother Road Brewery and a classic diner called Galaxy Diner to enjoy a milkshake and a burger. Also, you can enjoy the Museum Club as well as Starlight Lanes, which is a bowling alley, which is super fun. It's Arizona's oldest bowling alley, but it has all the modern equipment. So, but retained all the nostalgic, wonderful excitement of Route 66. Also during 2026 is the America 250. Arizona is doing a special 250 celebration, so another reason to come visit in 2026. Next up, I'm going to talk about astrotourism. So I'll turn it over to Thank you, Christian. So stargazing and dark skies is amazing in the state of Arizona, and we've received some recognition for that. This is Travel and Leisure, and one of the best places to enjoy astrotourism is in the northern Arizona region. In Flagstaff, we have Lowell Observatory. Lowell Observatory is it's an observatory that's 130 years old. However, they did just put in a brand new visitor center, the Astronomy Discovery Center, that opened last year. $50 million project, 50,000 square feet, 3 levels. It's super easy to get to from the downtown Route 66 badge I showed you on a previous slide at the Flagstaff Visitor Center. Lowell Observatory is only about a 5-minute drive. You could walk it, but I would suggest driving it because it's uphill. At Lowell Observatory, they discovered the planet Pluto. And also, all the astronauts that walked on the moon did train in Flagstaff. They did moon mapping at Lowell Observatory. They walked over the lava fields at Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument. And they also visited the Grand Canyon, and that was due to the geology in the area. So for astrotourism, you're going to get a lot of exposure. Back at Lowell Observatory with their brand new Astronomy Discovery Center, the main coolest feature, I think, is definitely their open air rooftop planetarium. It's the world's only rooftop planetarium that's open with heated seats, which is very exciting because Flagstaff is a 4-season destination. The heated seats give you that extra comfortability. It is very FIT friendly and motor coach friendly. I do suggest that you get the rooftop experience when you go. It is a $5 upcharge because they want to make sure when you go up there you have a seat and they can control the capacity because it is so popular. So keep that in mind. They do also offer group pricing and certainly reach out to me if that's something you're interested in. In addition, Flagstaff, as it says there, is the world's first international dark sky city. The Dark Sky Association did give Flagstaff that accreditation in 2001. Flagstaff has been known through all of our efforts from the 1950s with the astronauts training to all of our stargazing and dark sky protection. And all of our lighting does have it shielded downward so that the street lights do not pollute the dark sky. So we are very proud of this and super excited that many other communities have adopted the same type of lighting codes also to be dark sky city, including the city of Sedona, which I believe Andrew said was in 2014. Now, the state of Arizona has the most dark sky national parks and monuments. So if you are interested in stargazing, this is the place to be. So certainly opportunity there with astrotourism. Moving on to our next topic is going to be our beautiful outdoors. High altitude training in Flagstaff, whether you're an amateur or professional, we are located in the world's largest ponderosa pine forest. So we have an abundance of trails. We offer a Flagstaff Trails Passport. It is a digital passport that you download at discoverflagstaff.com, and it gives you more than 30 trails to select from all abilities, from beginner, intermediate, and advanced trails. One of my favorite trails is the one shown here. This is at our Buffalo Park, which again is about 5 to 7 minute drive from that downtown Route 66 badge that I showed you earlier. With the high altitude training, we have a lot of professionals. Flagstaff is proud to say that we've had over 380 medals that have been awarded to athletes that have trained in Flagstaff. It's the altitude elevation advantage that athletes get, and as an amateur, you get the same thing. So a tip here is always make sure you drink plenty of water in the state of Arizona, and then even a little extra at high elevation. We do have a decade of mega events coming to the U.S. We have the FIFA World Cup, we have the America 250, the Summer Olympics in 2028, and then the Winter Olympics in 2034. So do keep that in mind when planning a trip, and plan extra time so you can enjoy all that. And on the next slide, it shows some of the reasons that the LA Times noted about Flagstaff and why athletes come to train here. So it is a world-class destination for that altitude advantage and those beautiful outdoor trails. We also are a college town in our city of 75,000 population. We do have Northern Arizona University, so you can always catch a college game, either a football game or a basketball game, and enjoy some of that wonderful sports that we have to offer. And we are home of the lumberjacks, as you can imagine, being in the world's largest ponderosa pine forest. Next, we have arts and culture, science and history. So Flagstaff is also located next to our tribal nations. We have the Museum of Northern Arizona. It is a gem of a museum. It's a very easy museum to visit. So on your way to the Grand Canyon, I recommend stopping at the Museum of Northern Arizona. Again, very group friendly and FIT friendly, very affordable. And you can get a grasp of what's happening on the Colorado Plateau, all the geology and the different mountain ranges before visiting Grand Canyon National Park. So the Museum of Northern Arizona, our Reardon Mansion State Historic Park is also very popular, as well as the Arizona Historical Society Pioneer Museum. All very easy to access and very affordable, and to learn all about the indigenous cultures and the pioneer path of Flagstaff. Festivals and events offer basically events year-round, but really our festival season is from May through October. We have Art in the Park. We have our 4th of July celebrations, Pride in the Pines in June, and then we have as well as rodeos that you can enjoy, which are super fun. And we have Celebraciones de la Gente in October. So my favorite event, I must say, is probably the Heritage Festival that's offered in July at the Museum of Northern Arizona. And they have about 13 tribes come out and share their culture and share their arts and share their crafts. And they wear their traditional clothing, and they dance and they sing and they just share everything there is about the indigenous culture. So that is like my favorite. The music is amazing. And again, that is the Heritage Festival at the Museum of Northern Arizona. It's a don't miss. It's also offered very close to 4th of July. So you get all of the parades and all that celebration. And they also have Art in the Park going on that weekend. So it's a super fun time to visit. And definitely spend a couple of days enjoying all the festivals. Okay. Yes. Christian, do we have a question?
No, thanks for including that. Yeah, so I took a note of that. Maybe someone else did too.
Good. And then I do want to mention also the Great Pine Cone Festival, which is New Year's Eve, or Flagstaff has a pine cone that drops from the center of downtown off the Weatherford Hotel slowly at the stroke of 10 p.m. and midnight. Let's watch this quick video on our next topic. Go ahead, Christian.
The one my heart has gone to me, not gone to wait. Tico, 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 tock. Tico, tick. Oh, tico, tico, goes pal. This Tico Tico, he's a cuckoo in my car.
So I think I made you all hungry. Sorry
Yeah,
for that.
I was just about to say that. A little hungry before, now I definitely am.
So Flagstaff is a foodie town. We have amazing restaurants. We have award-winning chefs. We have the Atria restaurant, one of the favorites, Tinderbox restaurant, Josephine's restaurant. We have received outstanding awards from a lot of Critics' Choice. We are, as Sedona and Verde Valley has the wineries, Flagstaff is known for the breweries. We are a brewery destination. We have more than 8 award-winning breweries on a Flagstaff brewery trail. So there and post. You want to keep that in mind when you come to Flagstaff. And we do have that Flagstaff Brewery Trail passport available in a paper form that you can get at the visitor center, and then you do the trail and you get a little prize at the end, and that's just walkable, goes to the breweries, and it's also available as a digital app as well that you can download. So tons of food offerings in Flagstaff to enjoy. So make sure you come hungry.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of
favorite
breakfast,
restaurant,
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
what would be your favorite breakfast restaurant?
My favorite breakfast restaurant is Mark Hand's. Mark Hand's is a restaurant that is known for its chilaquiles, which is something in Arizona, which is a Mexican food restaurant. We have the best Mexican food in the state of Arizona. Every time I travel, I can't wait to get back home to enjoy the Mexican restaurant that we offer. But my favorite breakfast restaurant has got to be Mark Hand's, and I bet Andrew may agree with that as well. So make sure to enjoy that. It's right in downtown. It's about a 3-minute walk from the Flagstaff Visitor Center where that Route 66 badge is. And
could you just please repeat how to spell that?
Mark Hand's. It's MARTANNES.
Perfect.
Mark Hand's.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So the next slide is accommodations. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but we have plenty of accommodations that will fit any budget. Little America Hotel is our 4-star property, followed by great new properties like the Americana Motor Hotel. We also have an Aiden by Best Western, Embassy Suites, and you're going to get all the Hilton products and the Residence Marriott products as well. So lots of hotels to choose from that fits all budgets, and they're great destinations in themselves as well. In our next slide, I would have to mention our City of 7 Wonders because of our natural beauty. Grand Canyon National Park is about an hour 20 minutes north of Flagstaff. Coconino National Forest, which also covers a lot of the northern Arizona area. The San Francisco Peaks, where Snowball Resort is located. Walnut Canyon National Monument, Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument, and Wapaki National Monument are treasures in themselves, only about 30 to 40-minute drive from downtown Flagstaff, where that Route 66 badge at the Visitor Center. And then we also have Oak Creek Canyon on your way to Sedona, or Sedona to Flagstaff. It's a beautiful scenic drive, and I'd say it's roughly 30 minutes, but people do take the time because it is such a scenic drive, and there are trails to stop at and enjoy on your way through Oak Creek Canyon. Definitely a beautiful attraction in the City of 7 Wonders. And next we have our last video about Indigenous cultures and making sure that we remember our tribal neighbors in the City of Flagstaff. Go ahead, Christian.
I am Daryl Marks, a resident of Northern Arizona and a member of the Navajo tribe. In the heart of the sacred Southwest lies a revered and sacred land that bears monumental and legendary stories. Flagstaff, Arizona, the home of 7 wonders. This land stretches wide and wild. This land has modeled respect. It empowers and inspires us. It is here where the adventurer in all of us can be found. To be good stewards of the land, whether you are visiting or call it home, is to live with grace and to always show appreciation for Mother Earth. So we welcome you to stay and play responsibly. To learn more, please go to discoverflagstaff.com.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. And then going back to the raffle, and then my contact information is at the last slide.
Yeah, just to quickly repeat the questions again. How many miles of Route 66 go through Flagstaff? You definitely talked about that. What's your recommended place for breakfast? We heard about that. And your favorite event festival in Flagstaff? We also heard about that. So we definitely covered all the 3 questions. So we got all the answers in your presentation. So whoever paid attention has a chance to win 2 nights in Flagstaff, plus a lot of tickets for attractions, plus the Sedona welcome gift. Yeah, so there are your contact details.
And I do offer a range of services, so please make sure to reach out. And you can always learn more at discoverflagstaff.com. And there I have a complete online photo and video library I can send you the link for, itinerary ideas, and fam tours. So thank you so much, and I'll turn it over to Christian.
Yeah, thank you so much, Meg. Thanks for taking us to Flagstaff. And we're going to hear a little bit more from NAAR and their product in Flagstaff. So we're going to switch to German again. Thank you, Meg. So, Christiane und Angie, jetzt seid ihr wieder dran. Erzählt uns ein bisschen, was ihr in Flagstaff im Programm habt.
Das ist Angies Part. Let's go.
Ja, genau. Also ich möchte mich da auch ganz kurz halten. Und zwar habe ich hier auch ein paar Hotels aus unserem Portfolio ausgesucht in Flagstaff, die ich selbst ganz schön finde und unterschiedliche Preisklassen und auch für unterschiedliche Kunden. Einmal das Little America Hotel. Das ist wirklich ein sehr schönes Hotel mit einem sehr schönen Dekor innen drin. Die Zimmer sind sehr großzügig gehalten. Es ist ruhig gelegen und ich finde vor allem für Familien auch ganz gut geeignet. Das Courtyard bei Marriott Flagstaff, das ist gut gelegen, zentral, hat alle Annehmlichkeiten, auch einen Pool und Fitnessraum. Im Gegensatz dazu dann noch das Hampton Inn & Suites Flagstaff East. Hier ist der große Vorteil, dass das wie bei allen Hampton Inns das kontinentale Frühstück beziehungsweise sogar ein warmes Frühstück inklusive ist für alle Gäste. Das sind eher einfache gehaltene Zimmer, aber ich finde sie sehr schön. Also das ist Hotels, in die ich eigentlich immer ganz gerne gehe. Und als letztes dann noch das Doubletree bei Hilton Flagstaff. Das hat hier auch, wie man schön auf dem Bett sieht, einen Außenpool. Auch für Familien ganz gut geeignet und auch die Lage ist da wirklich sehr gut. Genau, und das war es eigentlich schon von mir. Als letztes möchte ich euch noch auf ein weiteres Webinar von uns hinweisen. Machen wir mit Washington DC zusammen. Am 10. Dezember haben wir 2 Termine und da bekommt ihr auch im Anschluss von Christiane die Einladung zugeschickt. Dann könnt ihr euch direkt anmelden, wenn ihr Interesse habt und Lust.
Genau, hier nochmal unsere Kontaktdaten und wir freuen uns natürlich auf eine Rückmeldung von euch. Wie hat es euch gefallen? Was sind eure Wünsche? Was dürfen wir für euch tun? Einmal die Angie bei uns im Produkt als Ansprechpartner und eben meine Wenigkeit im Sales. Was immer wir für euch tun können, realisieren wir gerne. Und für die letzten verbliebenen Teilnehmer, das war auch jetzt schon das Ende und ich übergebe auch nochmal an den Christian. Ich freue mich sehr, dass ich heute mit Angie dabei sein durfte im Namen von NAAR Reisen. Herzlichen Dank an euch alle fürs Zuhören. Und
von mir ebenfalls. Vielen lieben Dank.
Dankeschön, dass ihr das so hervorragend gemacht habt, dass ihr so viele Infos hattet. Thanks, Andrew. You're popping up as well. Thanks, Meg. Just one very quick thing I wanted to talk about is our second part of the Arizona special. So that's not all about Arizona. There's another part coming up on November 26th, and there we will go to the town of Tusayan, experience Williams, and we're going to take a look at Southwest Adventure Tours that offer great excursions in Arizona. So that's coming up. Und da werde ich euch natürlich auch alle Infos zu schicken. So that's it from my side. Here are, just for the record, all the questions once again, in case someone's missed them. And, well, thank you very much to all of you. Thanks for the great presentations. And I hope everyone enjoyed our Arizona special. And, well, have a good day and see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.
See you.
See ya. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.